The Golden State Warriors may have knocked the Houston Rockets out of the playoffs last spring, but the chatter hasn't stopped. Houston big man Alperen Sengun, fresh off his first All-Star season, had some choice words about how that 7-game battle played out, and he didn't hold back. In a recent interview with Socrates Durji, Sengun admitted that Golden State was the toughest matchup Houston could have drawn, but also accused the Warriors of crossing the line with their antics. Sengun says Warriors were whining. "They're a super experienced team," Sengun explained in the interview. "They also fouled a lot. Fouls just don't get called much in the playoffs. You get what I'm saying?" "Yeah." "They were whining the whole series. That's a foul." They'd complain. "We couldn't say anything because that's not what we do." It wasn't just about the whistles. Sengun suggested that the Warriors' veteran savvy dictated the flow of the series. Head coach Ime Udoka, he added, has instructed Rockets players not to argue with officials. That mindset contrasts with Golden State's more vocal approach. But in the end, the Warriors came out on top. Sengun's perspective shows the frustration of a young Rockets team still learning how to win at the highest level. Golden State's experience, perimeter shooting, and composure carried them through another playoff test, and that's what will be remembered. Warriors' experience won out. From the Warriors' perspective, Sengun's frustrations only highlighted how tough the series really was. The Rockets had the size advantage inside. But the Warriors leaned into what they do best, spacing the floor and forcing defenses to bend. Golden State hit 34 more threes than Houston across the 7 games. That edge offset the Rockets' dominance on the glass. Even with the total points tied at 728 apiece, it was the Warriors' perimeter shooting and composure that made the difference. That composure was tested. Houston erased a 3-1 deficit and forced a Game 7. But in the end, Steph Curry and the Warriors relied on their championship DNA to close things out. Sengun may see it one way, but the result showed a veteran team doing what it takes to advance. What it means going forward. For Houston, the lessons from that series were harsh but necessary. Jalen Green struggles, 13.3 points per game on 37.2% shooting, directly influenced the decision to trade him for Kevin Durant this offseason. For the Warriors, the takeaway was simpler. Even when their interior presence was limited, their perimeter dominance and playoff savvy still carried the day. Sengun's comments might sting, but they're also proof that the Warriors still command the kind of respect and frustration that comes with being a perennial contender. For a brief moment, it looked like the Golden State Warriors had their eyes set on Nikola Vucevic as a possible solution to their front-court depth problem. That door is now closed. The Chicago Bulls' 2-time All-Star center recently shut down speculation about a potential buyout, confirming he'll remain in Chicago heading into the final year of his deal. Speaking to BasketUSA.com on August 4th, Vucevic revealed that Bulls general manager Mark Eversley personally contacted him to put the rumors to rest. A week ago, the Bulls general manager, who contacted me after all the rumors about me, confirmed that none of it was true and that everything we said after the season was still relevant, Vucevic said. "I knew that, but it's always nice when your GM contacts you to tell you why the rumors started." The 34-year-old big man has been open about his desire to win at this stage of his career. Back in April, during his exit interview, Vucevic acknowledged that Chicago's roster features intriguing young pieces, but admitted time is not on his side. "There are some good, young pieces that can be built around," Vucevic said at the time. "There are a lot of questions when you're a team not fighting for the top. I have trust in them and believe they want to do what's best and build a good team that wants to win. So we'll see. Obviously, I'm at the stage in my career where I'm trying to win now, play in the playoffs, and hopefully have deep playoff runs." Those comments, paired with the Bulls' third straight exit in the play-in tournament, fueled the idea that he could ask out, or that Chicago might eventually explore a buyout. That naturally piqued the interest of contenders like the Warriors, who had sniffed around him before. Warriors' trade interest. Golden State did explore the idea of trading for Vucevic back in February. He was among the players they considered when scouring the market for frontcourt help. Ultimately, the Warriors struck bigger, completing a blockbuster trade for Jimmy Butler instead. That ended any immediate pursuit of Vucevic, though his name lingered as a potential fallback option if he ever hit the buyout market. With Vucevic averaging a double-double, 18.5 points and 10.5 rebounds, and offering a floor spacing dimension, 40.2% from three-point line. At center, he looked like the kind of player who could help extend the Warriors' title window. For a team still heavily dependent on Stephen Curry and trying to balance youth with veteran experience, Vucevic's inside-out game was intriguing. But Eversley's recent call shut down that possibility. "I'm preparing to stay." "Yes, I have almost no doubt about it," Vucevic said when asked if he expected to begin the season in Chicago. "That's the mindset I'm preparing with. Afterwards, we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen." He also dismissed the buyout chatter as a matter of misinterpretation. "There are always rumors. Most of them are false. It's a bit of nonsense." For example, the buyout rumor was misinterpreted in Europe. The journalist wrote that if there was no trade during the season, there might be a buyout option before the deadline. Vucevic said he doesn't waste energy on speculation, adding, "Since I can't control anything, I try not to worry." What it means for the Warriors. For the Warriors, the Vucevic door is closed for now. Instead, they expected to finalize a deal with 39-year-old Al Horford once the Jonathan Kuminga contract stalemate is resolved. Horford may not provide Vucevic's rebounding or scoring punch, but his championship pedigree and ability to anchor a defense fit what Golden State is looking for. As for Vucevic, his desire to win hasn't changed, even if his location hasn't either. "I'd like to try to play for a team that has ambitions to win the NBA title," he told BasketUSA.com. In Europe, it's easier to join a big team, but in the NBA, it's complicated because of the rules and trades. If Chicago fails to break free from mediocrity this season, his name could resurface in trade rumors. But for now, the Warriors will have to move on knowing that a potential low-cost addition who checked a lot of boxes is officially off the board. It has been an interesting offseason thus far for the Golden State Warriors, and one that has been an extremely quiet one outside of the ongoing saga between them and Jonathan Kuminga. Golden State was expected to be very active this offseason to upgrade their roster around their star trio of Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green as they try to chase another championship next season. Instead, the Warriors have failed to make any moves outside of the 2025 draft as they continue to deal with the ongoing situation surrounding restricted free agent Kuminga. It has been reported that Kuminga has declined the Warriors' contract offer, and as Golden State continues to await a decision by the young forward, they continue to miss out on free agent targets. Stephen Curry pushing Warriors to sign Gary Payton too. Despite this, the Warriors have still shown interest in multiple players, and according to NBA insider Brandon "Scoop B. Robinson, Curry is pushing the franchise to reunite with 2022 champion Gary Payton too. Steph Curry's voice carries weight in Golden State, and once again the franchise cornerstone is making his stance clear. "I'm told Curry has been in direct contact with Gary Payton too, pushing for the Warriors to bring the defensive ace back on a 2-year deal," Robinson wrote. Payton too, who played an instrumental role in Golden State's 2022 championship run, also wants to return. The mutual interest is there. And when Curry co-signs it, the conversation shifts from possibility to priority. Of course, Payton too has spent most of the last 5 seasons in Golden State outside of a brief stint with the Portland Trail Blazers. The 32-year-old guard was a key piece of their roster during their championship run in 2022, and he has continued to be a major contributor off the bench due to his great defensive play. Payton too is currently an unrestricted free agent who would fit well on multiple contending teams around the league, though it is clear by Robinson's report that he is interested in returning to Golden State with Curry pushing the Warriors to sign him. While that may be the case, it appears as though the Warriors are not going to sign any players in free agency until their situation with Kuminga comes to an end, meaning that another team could swoop in and steal Payton too away from them.